Want to know what about $300,000 will get you in the Grandin Village area?
Stay tuned. Hey there everybody, it's Hal Cohn.
And Chris Cohn with Cohn Realty Group.
Hey, this happens to be your first time to our channel, your second time to our channel, or 100th time to our channel, and you haven't clicked that subscribe button, please do yourself a favor and do that right now, as well as that bell icon, so you're notified each and every time we release a new video about living, working, and playing in the amazing Roanoke Valley.
Yes, it is pretty incredible. We have folks constantly contacting us saying they want to move to or within Roanoke, Salem, Botetourt, or the surrounding areas. So if that's you, your friends, or your family, please get in touch with us. We'd love to have a conversation, answer those questions. You can call us, text us, or email us.
Hey, and welcome. As we said, we're gonna bring you, showcase for you some of the homes that have sold within the last month, around $300,000 here in the Grandin Village. And why are we doing that?
Well, it's actually by popular demand.
Yes.
We have people asking us about various parts of Roanoke, and this is certainly one of the ones that is in their top 3 or 4, the Grandin Village, Raleigh Court area. They wanna know, like, what can I get here for my money? So we want to take you on a little virtual tour of some homes that have sold just within the last month. So it's just a quick little sampling, and you know, if you came later, 6 months from now or 6 months before now, the housing types might be a little different and varied, but I think we have a good sampling that's representative of some of the homes that you'd expect to find in this area.
I agree, so let's jump to it. All right, so let's jump right in. The first house that we want to showcase today for you in the Grandin Village area here in Roanoke is going to be this home right here behind us. It's a Cape Cod
Beautiful.
style.
I love that style.
It is so gorgeous, and you'll see a lot of those here in this neighborhood. So if that's something you're looking for, you might be able to find it here. So
Right.
This home sold for, what was it, $281, which was $6,000 over list price, and it sold within 2 days. 2 days on the market. So flew right off because it is as clean as a whistle on the outside, really pretty, popular area.
Right.
So what do you want to tell them about it?
Well, let's give some stats. So it has about 1,500 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It has a level yard, which is really nice.
Yep.
And fenced in, and it also has a really neat sunroom that you might be able to see.
Right there on the end.
Yeah, the style, the walkability. Also, I mean, I could throw a softball at the elementary school.
Yep,
It's
there
right
it is,
there.
right there overhead. There we go, right there.
So could you imagine living in this beautiful Cape Cod, enjoying your morning coffee in the sunroom, and then walking your children to the elementary school?
Well, and then what's
really
right,
cool.
and what's right on the other side of the elementary school where you learn to do what?
Oh, the cemetery. That is the cemetery, and it's really nice because it's just very peaceful, quiet place, obviously. But it also, that's where I learned how to ride my bike. I think it was a rite of passage in this neighborhood. If you grew up here, that's where you rode your bike and you took long walks and you played a little bit. So that was cool. And then, if you want to go the other way to a more traditional park, you're only like 2 blocks
Over this
away.
way in front of us, yeah.
Yeah, 2 blocks away to a really nice playground, huge, massive, expansive yard or lawn. I don't know what to say. Play area.
Yeah, where you could do lacrosse, you could do soccer.
Yeah.
There's a few basketball goals there. There's hiking trails back behind there as well. So I mean,
Yes.
it's just right across the main road down here.
Right. Yeah, definitely. This is, as you know, and we keep saying, this is very walkable, and I just love how that house is tucked into this cute little neighborhood, and you could walk to all these fun places for your family and friends.
And if you want to take a longer walk, of course, it is walkable to the Grandin Village proper. Well, you know, there's restaurants and the Grandin Theater and all that stuff.
Yes.
But we'll save that for just a little bit later, so stay tuned. All right, so house number 2 we're gonna tell you about here in the Wasena and Grandin area is this one right here. So we're just about a street over from where we were earlier. We're on Canterbury Road here, and so we're just still down from the elementary school, just down from the cemetery where Chris learned to ride her bike. And so we're gonna tell you about this house, which was on the market for 6 days and is pending at $299, so right at $300,000 and 1,500 square feet, right?
Yeah. So some stats: it's 1,546 square feet and 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. The added bonus on this is a detached garage, so that's really nice to know. And also, it stayed 6 days on the market. So what you'll see is some of these fly off the market in a matter of hours or a couple days. Some of them stay on a really long time. But still, our market is pretty warm. We're seeing a little bit of a slowdown. Ow, I just got attacked by a rose bush. Anyways, we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown, but the market is still telling us that as long as your house is priced well, it's in a good condition and in a good location, right?
Yes.
You hear that a lot, that the chances of it selling quickly are pretty strong. What did you see with the pictures of this one that you thought was beneficial to it?
So to me, for buyers, if you're looking at this house, it screams move-in ready, turnkey, modern, because it had the gray color palette, it had an updated kitchen. So interiorly, you were not gonna have to do a whole lot of updating.
That's
and I don't know if we said this, but it was 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. So just make sure to remind you of that it's 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath here in the Grandin area.
Yeah, and we give you these stats because it's good for you to understand and be able to compare, like, okay, square footage wise and bedroom, bathroom, what's the yard gonna look like, how does that play into the price, and also the move-in ready. People are really typically looking for move-in ready houses, so they will pay a premium for that. So
and if you stay tuned, you'll hear about one here later that was not move-in ready and how that compares to this one as far as price and square footage. All right, so you're gonna buy a house in the Raleigh Court, Wasena, Grandin Court area, and you're gonna have a hub to call your village called the Grandin Village, right?
Yeah, this area really is a community. We're just walking the streets of Grandin Village right now. There's people biking, strolling, walking, using the Lime scooters. That was fun.
Over my shoulder when we started there.
But people congregate here and gather here, and it's become such a sweet little city center and a place for really the community to gather. And that's why I think clients always ask about Grandin Village.
So what makes it so appealing is the fact that you've got pretty much anything you need right here in the Grandin Village area. You know, right here, you've got furniture store, you've got REID'S Fine Furnishings, you've got some clothing shops, which is Urban Gypsy, which we're going to come up to here in just a minute. You've got multiple spots to eat and drink. So you've got like the Falafel House, you've got ROCKFISH, you've got On the Rise Bakery,
Village Grill, Taza, Farburguesa,
Scratch Biscuit for amazing, not just little biscuits, but huge mammoth biscuits. And we've got a video on that as well, showing me with my big old mouth around the Cowboy Crippler, which is amazing.
So what I think we're trying to say is there's a high concentration of really cool things in a very small area. I mean, we're only talking about, what, 4 blocks maybe?
If that.
Yeah, so this is a place where you're gonna find arts, crafts, ballet. We're passing by the Roanoke Ballet.
By the Roanoke Ballet right now.
I know.
Everybody's got their kiddos.
There's also a historic charm to the village as well. We've got the Grandin Theater, which is the oldest, most historic movie theater in town. And also we have Natural Food Co-op across the street, which offers local, fresh, and organic goodies. Thank you very much. But just it's just really a gathering spot, like we said, very walkable. So you'll see families out walking, strolling. We've talked about that at length, but you are connected pretty close to the greenway trails too, so
yes.
easy access to that. And then those amenities that are close by. This used to be a suburb area, but we have another few videos on that. You can check out those videos, more of those videos on Grandin Village area if you want to know the history about the area too.
Number 3 on our tour of homes around $300,000 in the Grandin area, and this one here is sold for a smidge over $300,000 at $320,000, and it sold for about $20,000 over list price after being on the market for 2 days.
Wow. Yeah, that's kind of the flurry of activity that we were talking about that we've seen quite a bit. And so let's talk about the stats of this one. It's got 2,100 square feet, so a little bit bigger, and you can see it's like a Tudor style home, which is really neat. And that brick, you'll see a lot of brick in this area.
You sure will.
3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. And some of the features include that it has a fenced-in yard, a detached garage, which is really nice. You'll hear that a lot in some of these more older, traditional, historic places. We don't really, garages are not common, right?
Nope, a lot of street parking. So if you get off-street parking, you get a detached garage, you get a carport, something like that, then that's a bonus here in this area here, in the Grandin area especially.
Right, and you have a level yard with this one, and also a usable basement, so that was really nice.
Yeah, like they had repainted it. It was like had concrete floor, but it had been painted, so it looked like it was probably dry, and if that's the case, and it's totally usable. I know I did see one of the pictures had a sofa in there, so somebody was using it in some capacity, and laundry was down there too. Okay, so number 4 for you today when it comes to the Grandin area is going to be this little white 4 square back here. And what do we want to say about it? It was on the market for a while, actually. So Reggie started at $320,000, ended up selling for $277,000. So it needed some updating. Chris actually showed this property, so she knows more about it than I do. I did not go inside of it, so I just have to look at the pictures to give you my 2 cents. So I'm gonna let her tell you more about it than I know about it.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, this is a typical 4 square brick house, and you'll see quite a few 4 square houses in the Raleigh Court, Wasena, Grandin Village area, but this one had 2,066 square feet and 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. Yeah, I will say, I mean, the house was neat. It had some very nice traditional features that were really neat and added some history and some charm. But the kitchen was really, really needed some updating. So I think that was a deterrent for some buyers, and also the price. I mean, the market told us that the price was a little too high on that one. But
and I will say location is really good on this one. So this is like close to Raleigh Court Park. It's also more in the heart of what we call Raleigh Court, and it's super walkable, tree-lined street here, back down that way towards the Grandin Village area, and people love to go trick-or-treating around these neighborhoods and decorate for Halloween and for Christmas with their Christmas lights.
Right, and you know the middle school, Woodrow Wilson Middle School, is just around the corner, so you can walk to there, and they have softball fields, tennis courts, a big field, wide open field too.
Yes.
So anyways, this one had a really neat deck and a smaller yard, so you didn't have to worry about a lot of maintenance. But yeah, this is a pretty typical house. As you see in the background, you'll see those 4 squares, those Tudors, some Cape Cods. We even saw a Craftsman on our way over here, which we like. A lot of people are asking for those. We don't have many of those in Roanoke, but you are going to find some traditional housing types here.
And when you find the Craftsman style bungalows, you better snatch it up fast, because it's not going to be here long, because like we said, that's one of those architectural styles that's not hugely prevalent here, but it is one that we get a lot of interest in. Okay, so we have been filming in the most idyllic Roanoke Valley fall weather today.
Oh, I know,
And it
yeah.
makes me want to continue the walk, not just to bring you value, but to actually get some health benefit from this and go down to the Grandin Village to have a little tea or a little coffee at Little Green Hive.
That would be fun. They have smoothies too, you know,
Oh,
and
yes.
juices. But yeah, the leaves are just getting ready to turn. It's a perfect day. We're gonna head down to the village while you check out the next videos. But if you need anything in the meantime, you can call us, text us, or email us.